Greetings, boys and girls, and everyone else. We have to be politically correct around here, right? I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down with me at this time so that we can exchange our own personal ideas and perceptions. You know things I don't know, and I know things you don't know, and when we come together in love and cooperation, we both win, don't we? And when we talk about spiritual things, we're talking about things that are very intimate to most of us here, and it's very personal too, because we're all at different, we're all at different understandings. It's a very personal thing. I can't make spiritual progress for you, and you can't make spiritual progress for me. But anyway, we can talk about it and come together and maybe get a synergism going here. So 1 + 1 = more than 2, right? The video that I'm like to show here is generally about what is happening I see on this planet and the dramas that are playing out with all the souls here. We see unprecedented changes, and if you're looking for them, you see them daily. A lot of it's misinformation, a lot of disinformation, covert over it, but some of it's truth, Some people are really trying to have the truth out there, aren't they? So I'm not going to talk about chemtrails here, fires, alien invasions, government agencies, earth changes, or monetary systems. I'm trying to keep the focus for this video on the new emerging reality, not the old dying corrupt reality that does not serve life. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. We are great beings, and we've been dumbed down, lied to, poisoned, for thousands of years. We have the ability to create, and a lot of races don't. They don't have that ability. So let's focus on what we want to co-create here with our new reality that's coming here. And what about transparency? What about the freedom to create life-supporting technologies, like free energy and cars that run on water, or probably all different kind of technology to begin with, So how about educational systems that support creativity and stuff instead of becoming a clone? How about nurturing cooperation and co-creation, and that's aligned with the purpose of life itself? How about truth? What a concept, right, on this planet. Honesty, whoa. So the collective has finally evolved enough to see the controls and mutations that have been put on us for thousands of years, and were unable to keep us dumbed down. I mean, they slowed us down a lot, but the old manipulations are not working anymore. They keep trying to trick us, but we're finally seeing the light, and I don't think you can stop love, and I don't think you can start the light. I mean, this experiment proves it. You can't stamp out life. This is anyway. We've come here to create a new world. A lot of us here this lifetime. It's a very important lifetime. And what's the new world going to be? And do I want to ignore this opportunity? I don't want to. I don't want to miss this window of ascension opportunity, and I don't want to go down after all this work here. I don't want to do a black hole death. Continually de-evolved and do the black hole death thing. That's where you lose your individuation and you lose your identity. Anyway, that happens. So. Surely I want to embody the great being that we were meant to be. I've had a couple of nice hits, and we've chosen to contribute to the purpose of life. And this chart that's coming up now is an attempt to explain my understanding of the simple cycle of life in the first density 3D level. That's where we've been living in 3D for a long time. It's a density of very, very severe polarization, and it's a lot nicer in second density, which is dimensions 4, 5, and 6. But that's another chart down the road here. And I'm not looking to attempt to provide a scientific explanation here with these diagrams. I'm trying to keep it simple. This is already known, and though a lot of it's been um, trying to be hid, the path of evolution has been hidden for thousands of years to keep us dumbed down and keep us, so we can be controlled. We're clever fighters. We make good soldiers and stuff like that. Anyway, this explanation is simply to provide a general idea about how things have been working here, and so that we can understand the changes that are happening in our world right now. The chart I'm going to show you in a few minutes is an attempt to explain my understanding of the simple cycle of life here at first density 3D level as it is operated for thousands of years on our planet. This is not an attempt to provide a scientific explanation either, because there are many, many exceptions, and I'm trying to keep it simple. Also, this explanation is not an argument for or against any teachings by any individual or any religion, whatever they may have. This explanation is simply to provide a general idea about how things have been working here, so we can understand the changes that are happening in our world right now. The thick arrow that dominates the chart represents the timeline of an individual's manifest 3D lifetime. Over on the left of the chart, we see the birthday. The person grows up into adulthood here and lives a lifetime, then drops the physical body and dies. Nothing new here. When we lay down our physical body, we come over to a non-physical experience that often includes a time in the astrals, which are considered part of the fourth dimension. Remember that there are exceptions to this cycle. It is here in non-physical form that we decide when we want to experience another lifetime on Earth. We are rebirthed and then have another try at it each lifetime. We decide what we want to experience, what we want to heal, and what we want to bring to our manifest 3D life experience. Then we die again, and review our life and decide what we want to do in the next lifetime. Thoughtful planning is necessary for a lifetime. Do I want to experience a lifetime in the wilds with nature, learn about the earth cycles? Or do I want to be a leader in an urban environment? Do I want to be a king? How's that? And do I need to learn what is called the warrior's lesson? Do I want to be a beggar so I might learn compassion? Do I need to heal some karma with somebody? In my own case, I had some major karma with my dad, and which needed to be healed this lifetime. It had been going on for several lifetimes. And do I want to serve others? To be a master, you have to experience it all. That's why we have all these kinds of lifetimes. It may be hundreds of years before another lifetime is attempted, or a short time, depending upon how conscious a person is about their purpose and how awake they are too. Some people bite off more than they can chew in a lifetime and suicide out. Some people come back into physical form too soon. So again, we make an agreement and choose our parents to birth us, and I thank my father for agreeing to be my father's lifetime so we could make peace with our differences. Again, the main purpose of our life is to do whatever's necessary to have experiences for our highest eternal good, and hopefully we will move forward with our own individual evolution and contribute to the collective raising of consciousness of the race too. We need to awaken more and more of our DNA and prepare ourselves for the next step in our evolution. Many of us who are here at this time have experienced hundreds of lifetimes and are often called old souls. I've also met people during this lifetime who were experiencing their first lifetime here on Earth. These folks are having a tough time of it. I met a woman from Madison, Connecticut, who had 5 miscarriages. She was very upset about this. It turns out that the 5 souls who came to her during their pregnancies did so because they wanted to make a direct connection to her, so they could help her with this lifetime, with her present lifetime. But it was not yet their time to have a reincarnation themselves. So it is generally recommended that that when a person wants to become into a manifest reality, that if you want to come to Earth, that they go to a system like the Pleiades area of the cosmos, so that they can get used to functioning within a dense, manifest, heavily polarized reality experience. Some people come here directly from Sirius or someplace, and they're overwhelmed by the dense polarity of everything. Yes, this planet is a difficult planet to be on, that's for sure, and it often contains great pain and frustration. But the Earth offers an experience. It's a system of very rapid evolution. The dark side has suppressed the sacred path of evolution here, and it promotes the use of drugs for pain relief or for mind expansion. Millions have been damaged, mutated, or spirit possessed by the use of these drugs. It may take several lifetimes to heal this kind of damage to our energetic structures. This opportunity, abounds here for incredible love experiences also. Many of us have chosen to be here to bring divinity into this very dense physical environment. Informed and savvy light workers know that there's a lot of work to be done here. Okay, what about this vertical yellow line you see on the chart? What does that mean? Well, a large percentage of the population will never know. The vertical line represents the doorway where we can leave the Earth's collapsing linear time cycle. Meditators know about this doorway. They know that it can lead to a connection to universal mind. Some call this connection a connection to all it is. Some may call this elevated experience a connection to our higher selves. Some may call this awareness, self-realization, or self-actualization. It is here on the vertical line that we move towards absolute truth. We call this experience the connection to God or the connection to Source. It is here that our own sense of identity is fulfilled. This is where we find the missing part of our equation. We no longer wonder who we are. If we can let go of the white-knuckled grip on our own 3D reality, we will be able to embrace our greater identity. As we move more and more to awaken our DNA, the more of creation becomes available for us. We perceive more, we understand more, we become more aware. We're more cognizant of more. We perceive more. We become more psychic, and we are able to observe things from more than one perspective. Some of us now understand why we are called children of God. Meditators transcend the contemporary understanding of earth life all the time. They leave their finite identity and begin to embody their eternal nature. If you're reading this, we know that you have probably tried real meditation. You've learned to follow your breath. By following the rise and fall of your breath, you know that it brings you to the present moment, first of all. And at this point in our development, the breath is an onboard transcendental tool that is built into us. It's pretty cool. In other words, we angelic humans have the potential to transcend time and move into other densities and dimensions. But these abilities are not just skills for a very few people. The opportunity is here. The opportunity for transcendence into 5D is here for everyone who chooses to do so. The longer people try and hold on to the old, dying, corrupt 3D reality, the more difficult it will be to perceive and function within this higher stratum of awareness and perception. So I didn't have time to fit the rest of this onto all into one video, so there'll be a sister video to this which will explain, dimensions 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12, and beyond. Okay? So look around and you'll be able to find that other video that'll be ready in another week or so. Okay? Thanks a lot. Love you. Bye-bye.